After the Thanksgiving speech, Obama hates God. Yeah, Obama hates God just because he was thanking for the first time in the history of the United States American people for doing a job by the people and for the people. That sounds me very much American Constitution, but doesn't seem that the right wing like it, just because they hate Obama no matter what. I mean, even if Obama created a field of flowers, for them it would be done by a black man, so there won't be any solution anyway. So, but who really hate this country and hate the concept of God is exactly America. It's the opposite of what God could be, and I don't even believe in God. And I cannot hate God, because if I don't believe in God, I don't believe in his existence. I cannot spend time in hating something that doesn't exist. So when you hear people say atheists or agnostics, they hate God, it's bullshit, because you cannot hate something that it doesn't exist. I'm not even mocking something that doesn't exist. I just rationally say it doesn't exist. But who is really mocking and hate these poor imaginary man in the sky are the American people, specifically the right wicked or the religious people in this fucking country. Come on. If Jesus was alive and if Jesus existed for whatever reason, or even if, some of these big preachers like Buddha, let's say like Muhammad, let's say like David, so I cover all the major religions, so everybody's happy and nobody can tell me I am for specifically for one religion or the other. That they try in their life to preach something good in their point, from their point of view. If they look at America today, they would say, what the fuck up country? That wasn't exactly what I was thinking about. I mean, Jesus would be proud about something or someone that finally is giving money and giving something to the poor people to recover. Have you ever seen Jesus talking about, free trade? Actually, he was fighting against the rich people because they were strangling the poor people, the middle class, with their way of being, as it happens every time. It was in the feudalism, it was during the Romans, it was in every empire, and now it's happening in the United States. The same thing. When you have 1% of the population that has the total power over the remaining 300 million people, that's what's happened. That's third world. That's empire. That's the end. That's absolutely the end. It will become, the only fortune could be that it becomes like the Romans, that the Byzantines are the north part of the United States that are the most intelligent and the most advanced, and the south is the Western Roman Empire that was fucked up by the barbarians, because they are almost barbarians. People are playing with the concept of God in their own benefit. They create this image of God at their image. They say that God has been created, actually that man has been created image of God, but it's bullshit. In the history of religion, it never happened. They create religions on purpose. Every century, every other century, they create a new religion because they want to be happy with themselves. So if they were not happy with what they created, they say, that's a little bit too limiting for me, especially if I'm rich. Especially if I got the power by hands, that's limiting me a lot. So let's create a new one. So Catholicism not good. Let's move towards Protestants, and then it was the Calvinists, and then it was the Anglicans, and then they moved to the United States, and then it was the flourishing of all the major bullshit all together: the Baptists, the Mormons, and the Pentecostal, and the evangelicals, Episcopal. Of course, in the United States, of course, because it has to be big, they have to do things in big. So if in Europe It was the old continent. Practically, there was a couple of religions. Of course, in the United States, you have to get millions of religions. Now we have this, also the Kabbalah, and we have the Scientology, and we have whatever you fucking want to have. Everything is designed so that everybody create his own personal God. As a gay person, I hate to say, I am not even in favor, even if I like the people because I met them, of gay churches. It doesn't make any sense that you create a church specifically for gay people. You don't have to justify it. You don't need to create a church for gay people. Gay people, they don't need the idea of God. We have to get rid of this bullshit. You know where people live very, very well today? And I invite everybody to make a research. Go to Finland. Go to Norway. Go to Denmark. Go to Sweden. Even Iceland. Go in this old Scandinavian area in which only the 3% of the fucking population actively are consider themselves religious. They might be people of faith. This is not a thing. I have nothing against people of faith. But really, and look at the efficiency of these countries compared to the United States. The middle class flourishing. They have eco-prisons. They have a moral concept of recovering people that are criminals to the society. They have the lowest poverty rate. They have health care for everyone. They have the highest level of education. They work on infrastructure. They work on alternative energy. Oh my God, if Jesus existed and was alive today, it would be blonde with baby blue eyes and skin in Sweden. It would be talking with Santa Claus in Finland and say, you know, Santa, that's the problem we have. America is becoming such a fucked up. They didn't understand anything of what it was doing. And Santa say, don't tell me about it. They didn't even believe in me. They don't even believe in my value for Christmas. So imagine if they can't believe in you, that you represent the Son of God. That's what America is now. That's the bullshit of all the things. And you complain if a president don't mention God? I mean, seriously? You want to put the word God on the dirtiest thing in the world, that is money? I mean, in God we trust. There is nothing more corrupt than money. And you want to put the word God, and you are the religious people. I'm not even the religious people, because I don't believe in the existence of this poor old guy in the sky. This poor old guy, oh my God. If really existed, I would love if it existed. Because I would like to talk to him and say, I totally understand your problem. I mean, you try to do your best. You put these people on the planet and to do what they had to do, and they fuck you in the ass so badly. And say, if it existed, it would say, oh my God, what the fuck I've done. I didn't even know. I thought I was perfect. And look at this shit that I created. And I have to deal every day with all this shit, with wars, with discrimination, with racism, with anti-women, attacks continuously against old people and their pension plans, against homophobic, discriminators against immigrants, and against anyone. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, if he existed, was the first immigrant. He moved from Egypt to Palestine without documents. Jesus should be, for Herman Cain, he should be on electric fans screeching, because he cannot be allowed to go to Palestine. So this is the bullshit of religion, and I have to defend the religion. I have to defend this poor man that you created because you fucked up. We have arrived at this point. Amazing atheists, maybe they can understand me, because we are at the point in which we are defending the imaginary people that they create against those who created because they fucked up. Isn't that a shithole? Complete a shithole? Yes.